This is a car typical of the sort of work we have to do. It's been in a bad accident. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. The rear wheel came away from the back axle. We're not quite sure why at this point, because the car is very well maintained by its owners. But these things happen. These cars are over 100 years old. This is the broken back axle from this Toledo steam car. We're going to have to completely remake this. It's a tubular chassis and has long rails that run out from these sockets, which are all bent and damaged, which we've already remade. MP Veterans is a very specialised business in the fact that we only deal with pre-1904 cars as a rule. Now and then we get talked into doing slightly later cars, but this is quite unusual. Our key business is London to Brighton cars. Just give it a few minutes to warm up and stay on. Like most people, I left school at 17, not knowing what I wanted to do, and was very lucky to get an apprenticeship with a local blacksmith. He took me under his wing, and I spent the next 13 years just making horseshoes and shoeing horses. During that time, I got some very good engineering training through Hereford Technical College. At the same time, I'd got a hobby in early vehicles and decided that I'd start my own business. Over the next few years it developed into a full-blown business just working on the veteran vehicles. Looks pretty perfect to me. That's really good. This is where it fits on the car. Just offer that up there. We've come across a vast amount of different marks of early car. Everything we do, we have to do a certain amount of research, but all this is very limited because the cars are very early. So we have to make every component, which we do in-house. We have very good support from an excellent carpenter, which I've used for nearly 20 years. And we've got sign writers that do our coach lining, and it pulls the whole job together as a very specialised one-off vehicle. So you've got the back bolted down, you've just got to get the front down. Have you smegged that then?
I have put a bit in there. My speciality is paintwork, striping, sign writing. So I've come to do these wheels. They've been hand striped, several coats of paint to bring them to this condition. I'm now going to apply a clear coat on them to protect them.
And then we're going to want some short bits of pipe cut. We want that T to end up more or less centre of that V. We've built a very good reputation over the years, and we have customers coming to us from all over the world. All the components are handmade, and this requires a lot of time and effort, and as such is quite an expensive hobby to have. But the customers understand this, and they've also got a passion for the cars. But owning a London to Brighton car is a major commitment. This is the dumb iron that we straightened in the workshop earlier. And we've now refitted it to the body. The body had some misalignment, which is part of the history of the car, and it's been like it for many years. But we've managed to insert a packing piece so that the dumb iron sits perfectly now on the chassis. We're not in the business of modifying these early cars. MP Veterans prides itself on the fact that we're maintaining history. If we start to modify every car that comes in another century's time, the cars will be completely different animals, and that's not what we want.
Unfortunately, RAC1's not running very well. We're going to have to strip the engine and clean and reseat all the valves.
We've made really good progress with this Toledo now. We've got the body back on. It's always quite difficult when there are in a lot of bits, but it's fitted back together really well. And we're just waiting for the new steam boiler to be delivered, and then we'll install that, and hopefully we'll be driving up the road very soon. This is not just a business for me, this is a passion which I've had for many, many years. And the whole point of the business is to maintain the history in the cars and put them in good condition to last for another 100 years, so that people can see these cars in their original form.